Hello, Jello! Pleased to meet you. Remember me? I'm the one you almost killed in that song of yours, California Über Alles. Yeah, I'm that one. Yeah, you almost killed me with the Melvins. That was a really joyful heart attack. So let's explain to people how you did that. Okay, well, first of all, in this song, you say, I am Governor Jerry Brown. So by taking Governor Jerry Brown's position, it allows you to speak with the I in a negative way, in a fascist way. So you're actually talking with the I that attains us. So you can probably put stuff in our mind like that. But what concerns me the most is all those words that call upon hippies and call upon hippie stuff. And the whole song is kind of a prediction of what was happening before this July, before I turned the pyramid upside down. And busted the fucking wall for the second time. Last time it was Justin Power, remember? That was me. So the kids will meditate in school. I think hippies meditate, eh? And then California Über Alles, a nice little Nazi slogan. And then Zen fascists will control you. I think hippies are Zen, aren't they? But since fascists infiltrated since Second World War with Nazis and they never stopped, they're almost all Zen fascists now, aren't they? You were right. You knew all about that. And then 100% natural. Oh, well, hippies like natural stuff, I think, eh? And then always wear a happy face. Happy hippie, eh? Happy hippie. Another kind of hippie call, eh? Happy. Close your eyes, can't happen here. Big bro on a white horse is near. Are you talking about Canada? White horse? Well, no, the white horse is the white. Yeah, it's the Big Mackie. So the hippies won't come back. Now you mentioned the hippies, but the hippies. So you're trying not to speak to. You're trying to separate yourself from the hippies because you're seeing the hippies, but hippies calls upon the hippies once again. So the hippies are a really wide eared. It's already 4 good keywords we have right here. So okay, we will jog for the master race. Always wear a happy face. Close your eyes, can't happen here. But he just opened his eyes with a evil fascist language of Governor Jerry Brown. The hippies won't come back. No, they're too peaceful. Mellow out or you will pay. Mellow out. I think hippies used to mellow out a lot, don't they? So California Über Alles, California Bar. Now it is 1984. Knock knock at your front door. This is when the fun starts. No. This is when the fun starts because the distortion from the guitars and the Melvins start pulling on the leash. And when it's 1984, you're getting dragged down. Well, I was. Whoever is a one will be dragged down, or a hippie, because the hippies have been called upon about 6 times already. So, say when you hear a familiar word, you pay attention, don't you? So you kind of open. You're vulnerable to commands. Your subconscious is open. We can command you when you're open. Then your subconscious obeys whatever is said. It's the only thing it can do is obey orders. So, mellow out or you will pay. Okay, now it's 1984. Knock knock at your front door. It's the Sweet Denim Secret Police. Well, Sweet Denim is kind of hippie clothes, isn't that? And then the secret, when he gets to the secret police, you can't breathe anymore. Your rib cage is stuck to the ground zero, and he's then he comes for your uncle niece or your uncle's niece, maybe. I don't understand the uncool niece exactly, unless it means uncle, niece. Knees, well, they put you on a leash, eh? They control you, the knees. So, anyways, so your breath is going away with distortion in the guitars. As he says, it's the secret police. So you imagine it's the police controlling you. It's because of the police that they're dragging you down there to question you, because they have words and commands that get you to tell them everything within your mind, and they actually hear those. They are telepaths. The right wing was telepathic and magical before the left hand. Then they were manipulating, and that's why they were winning, because they had powers we didn't have. So by the time you had the uncle niece, you can't breathe anymore, and you're stuck with the secret police, and you're jam-packed. So come quietly to the camp. You look nice as a drawstring lamp. Another hippie thing. Don't you worry. Okay, and then this is where the gun comes out. And first sentence, he shows the gun. And second verse, he shoots the gun. So he says, don't you worry. It's only a shower. For your clothes, here's a pretty flower. Bang! The flower takes effect after he mentions it. The bridge starts, and this really heavy snare starts pounding down from here to your heart. Well, that's what it did to me. It bang, 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 and pounded all the way to the heartbeat. And then the whole time of the bridge, you think your fucking heart's gonna stop for real. Because you can't breathe, you're all stuck, and this snare is hammering exactly on your heartbeat. Not on the heart, on the heartbeat. So, and it's, I think it's 8 or 16, I think they play it about maybe 15 to 20 seconds. It's a heck of a long time when you have heart trouble and heart problems and you're sore there. So, and to complete the flower power thing, well, he starts, the first word when he starts after the bridge is die. But the die, he shouts a fraction of a second before the tempo, before you get your heartbeat. Just before. It's the only word that's off tempo is die. And then when he does that, I got this adrenaline surge. My heart started pumping real fast. And then it says die on organic poison. He's calling the hippies again, organic. Serpent's eggs already hatched. He was aware of what was going on. You will croak, you little clown. Who's the clown? Usually the clown is evil. Ronald McDonald's, Chucky. The clowns, they eat resistant. So you will croak, you little clown. He's talking to a fascist, telling a fascist he's gonna croak. Because fascists are little clowns. The blue and orange little clown, the turquoise clown, the powder blue clown. All sorts of clowns. So yeah, so that's what happened. Off the album Siege Howdy with the Melvins, Jello Biafra and the Melvins. That version of California Über Alles gave Jesus Christ a heart attack. Gave the one a heart attack. I'm always it in a crowd. I'm always standing there. Holes are forming around me. People get away and I get this opening around me. And I'm the only one flashing like a stroboscope on every fucking word, or almost all the bad ones at least. Worst. I'm best and worst. Eh? So the best gets the best the camp runs after and hunts. The fascists and the Nazis. And Al, when he's a fascist. So yeah, so it hunts the one down, actually, that song. And then it makes me think of Nazi Punk's Fuck Off. That song, if you study the pronouns and to which person he's talking to who, he does tell Nazi punks to fuck off. Is it to stop fucking punks, or to stop wearing the swastika, or to stop attacking punks? Because war is the fuck. See the cowboys in Alberta, they fuck hard. It's all cowboys now. They came from Texas, so they fucked a lot. The motherfuckers worked hard to conquer, because you conquer with motherfuckers, see? So he tells the Nazi punks to fuck off and to stop fighting. That's intelligent, because he doesn't want the police state to win. So if he doesn't want the police state to win, he's some sort of anarchist. But he looks like he's using anarchy, and when you get at the end of the hall, backstab you. Like a traitor would do, like fascists would do. They will do treason. They are hypocrites. The narcissists, and it's all cannibalistic behavior, and to exclude the best and to scapegoat is to pick a chief and a boss when you do that. I'm sorry, but when you scapegoat something, scapegoats, you're the boss when they scapegoat you. You command. That's why they keep you silent. Command them. Tell them stuff, they'll obey. Just fucking say something, and then fucking hold your fist up and just shove it up their ass if they're telling you something's gonna get beat, the fucking assholes. Yeah, that's where they hang out. They're all in my asshole. That's why we call them assholes. When you're the daddy, well, you have a sore asshole because of all those assholes. Racist. But see, in order to not look like a Nazi punk, well, when you look for Nazi punks on internet, well, his song cleaned the whole 9 yards. The song's called Nazi Punks. So you can't have a WikiLeaks with Jello Biafra showing on a Nazi page, because he did something Nazi, a song. So it's normal to see him. So you can't trust a WikiLeaks, because usually you get WikiLeaks. You type in swastika something, and you get a Snapchat little teddy bear with animal ears. They consider themselves like animals, and they put you in the zoo at the end of the yellow brick road kind of thing. The zoo. It's Circe, us. Circus. Circe is us. Circe, us. So what was I saying? So yeah, he's telling them to basically stop fighting, to put fuck off, the fuck button, I guess. But there's a lot of space between Nazi and punks and fuck and off, because they're wrote on two rows on the patch that came with the vinyl, and it's more space between the words than up and down. So it's closer and easier to read up, down, than left, right, left, right. So it gives you Nazi fuck punks off. Because all those banners and posters and all that and albums often hide bird language instructions for the underground war, the submission we have. The submission that the Sex Pistols had to destroy the punk movement with rotten lyrics and Vice and a junkie as a star. Best recipe to influence everybody to get junked up. That was another fucking swindle. The whole album was called a swindle. I'm biting my lip just talking about that. I think somebody doesn't appreciate that too much. I think I found the truth. And that submission, well, it was to hook everybody good with bad people, destroying them, and getting rid of helping and good people in order to destabilize, separating good couples, making more single women with children that'll all go lick Satan's ass for the money, that'll grow little blue babies. So that when you're at war, from underground, they attack family culture. like the SS politicians sent 20,000 bottles of Scotch whiskey to New Orleans, the cultural platform in the States, and Jamaica, where Bob Marley was hanging out. So it was a double attack with the liquor, eh? Liquor. There's more people that die of liquor than bullets. So to come back with Nazi punks, fuck off. It looks like you could read Nazi fuck punks off. That would mean, and then the white patch. I could be wrong, but most white patches I see have a double blade on them. It cuts both sides. Usually, a good patch will cut one side and don't give damage to the person observing. And here's an example, like this punk with turquoise hair. I don't trust those turquoise-haired punks. They always talk about drugs and try to get you hooked. They're fucking fascists. Well, he would stand in front of me and I'd always be by myself and alone because I'm a fucking John Deere and whatever Christ type of one thing, God thing they don't like to hear because their heads go like that and they fall under my program and they look at rats when I talk. So, and they become soldiers and their heads just turn as soon as I say something. They go either to their beer or when they make me drink or their smoke when they make me smoke. So, yeah, so he is an anarchist, but I think he looks like when you study the pronouns that he is using anarchy to destroy the system, to destabilize the system, and then by treachery take the control once all the menace is gone, and to get rid of the punks by backstabbing and to take the power and to reinstore a Third Reich. And then he says, you would be the first one to leave in a Third Reich. Well, that song's so fucking fast, I didn't notice who was getting attacked, but I wouldn't be surprised that he'd be talking to me, saying that I would be the first person to go but he pretends he's talking to a Nazi punk, but when he's saying it, it's actually Jesus that's glowing, but he pretends to attack the Nazi punk. I think that's and then the punk with the patch had a guy with a syringe, a needle, is shooting up in his temple, as if he's shooting a bullet and committing suicide. That's what I call the double-bladed, double tranchant in French, double sharp blade, because it's sharp, showing people that junk kills, or it's like committing suicide, but it also shows stuff that give people envies to do some, like to show the syringe gets people jonesing for some when they do it. It reminds them of it, and then they want to do some. So it cuts both ways, good and evil. And then that other guy with the fucking virus patch, he's the fucking first asshole that fucking starts doing the pendulum in front of you for you to notice that fucking virus patch when you're holding your ground in a gig and you're in advance with the rooster or the kangaroo, the fascist guru. Well, there's always a fucking fight with the two snakes on top. Now, one of the snakes is good. One is good, two is evil. One is me. And I found my soulmate. She's a crackhead. They didn't miss her. She was like a Christ. So they made her smoke crack for 9 months, an ounce a day, to make sure she wouldn't come back. And then they got her to be fat. And so my soulmate, whatever is a soulmate for me, is destroyed and abandoned and probably fat. So, or not less attractive. I don't want to be a prick fat woman. Although I noticed that a lot of them were narcissists, manipulative narcissists. Before I was able to see in the black and to hear what's going on and to see what's going on with my real eyes, my new glasses. Well, the fat woman would all play with your mind and try to control all of them. So there's probably a few good ones, but they had that illness. Because I figured since they were less attractive or less wanted because of media, they got frustrated and decided to manipulate guys into fucking them or something. And to avenge themselves by controlling them and making them do what they want. Anyways, it's not their problem right now. I don't mind all sizes. It's just I prefer a skinny woman. So sabotage, the backstab at the end of the hall, Nazi punks fuck off. You have to verify who is flashing when he says you, because when he says you, well, it's me. I'm flashing when he says you all the time. I'm you now. You is good now. You became evil after a while, but you is good now. We reappropriated the you and the he. Those two words, because they use all those words to associate them with evil and fear, to maintain order in a fascist way, to trim the cedar straight. That's what fascist does. It cuts whatever sticks out. A hero, a leader, a natural born leader. So people like me, we got a terrible life. We're alone, and no women want us, and we don't have any more friends, and all that. So and then star singers try to kill you in songs, and it happens a lot that I get the corset. At least when it's a fascist band, I always get a corset off accordion or cello or violin, because it's a prolonged sound that grabs your rib cage and pulls it down, and then you have to wiggle to breathe. So you're the only one wiggling, so they know you're it. If you don't flash, well, you're wiggling. You're the only one moving. So that's how they scapegoat you. So it happened 2-3 times. The Guns N' Roses did it to me. Well, Guns N' Roses, you can't expect, with the cross they have on the appetite for destruction, you can't expect the Christ to have fun in a Guns N' Roses concert. He gets fucking rammed. I got destroyed at that show. This voice was telling me to come to the front. They knew I was in Quebec. And once I made it to the front, this guy fucking just rammed me from 10 feet behind, right in the back. I didn't see a thing coming. And then, anyway, this isn't the point. I have tendencies to talk a lot. But I would encourage people to study the California Über Alles lyrics, because he is calling hippies all the time, and Zen people, and natural people, and organic, and whatever. And I'm some sort of a punk hippie, grunge kind of. I'm too much of a punk to be in a rainbow gathering. I'm too rock and roll, and I need the punk stuff. And then when I'm with punks, I'm too much of I'm the fucking hippie. So I'm not either one. But when the music says punk, I light up, and punks don't. So the punks get frustrated because I'm the punk and I don't look like one. So. Yeah, so it's a big thanks to Jello, and don't wonder why he married another race. It was to cover his tracks. And the Nazis aren't really racist anymore. Since they got rid of the threat, which was the Jews, they don't need to eliminate races anymore. They exploit them instead with economy and McDonald's and Coke. So they're a better bargain alive than dead, because they can kill them with liquor and partying and all that, and drugs, like they did with the punk movement, eh? So so what else did I want to say? So that's I think he's pretending to be anarchist, and if you look at all his albums, it's all something that a Nazi would do. That's described. Is showing what the Nazis are doing on his albums. And that's their plan they're following. And those white patches, they just might be white supremacist instructions for the white power and for the Nazis and the racists and whatever. It might be instructions. It was telling them to stop wearing the swastika and to Nazi fuck punks off. Maybe. That's the magic with the bird language, is you can guess a whole bunch of stuff. So you can't really prove that you're right just by playing with the words, because it doesn't mean he meant that. But most of the time, it's pretty accurate, and the definition you find isn't too far away. Plus, it's already inside you. You know it, so you stumble upon the true definition because it's imprinted by others in your mind. 25 minutes. So yeah, so he's helping out anarchists, but I think that the plan was to backstab, like he says in Nazi punks fuck off, and those are all instructions for the Nazis. And that irony with that Brazil poster that he took out and took back, saying that he likes the odor of dead poor people. Well, that's what they do. They actually dress up and show you what they're doing, those narcissists. And they always describe what they're doing. That's their big fun, is to show you what the swindle, and having you not noticing that it is a swindle. That's what they like the most, is to swindle you right under your nose and you not noticing it when it was all stated right in front of your eyes. So look at his posters, his albums. They all look like you could put somebody Nazis next to them and it would fit right in. So are they telling us what Nazis are doing, or are they showing us their plan like narcissists do usually? And then using the I, but speaking for a fascist, that's some sort of swindle. But he only uses two I's, so his I will be Führer and I'll command all of you. So yeah, California Über Alles gave me a heart attack. And when he says, let them eat, I bit my tongue after saying that. You know, when you bite yourself when you think something wrong about Nazism and fascism? Well, that happens to me. I bite my lips and tongue when I'm talking about something they don't want me to talk about. So what was I saying again? Well, whatever. Oh yeah, let them eat jelly beans. Well, I noticed that I didn't have any more appetite, and I'd have trouble eating. I'd get a sore stomach when I would think about eating. My stomach would get sore. There was crunchers in there that I had to bust and to crunch out here and there. Just try to think, and you'll see where it pokes in your brain. Eat. It's up here. When I would try to think about eating, I get a sore stomach. So I never felt like eating, and I have trouble eating. But I would get these cravings of candy. So when he says, let them eat jelly beans, I think it's some sort of irony, because them is actually the hippies and the resistance. It's not the Nazi punks. And I was getting, well, I still am pretty skinny, and I still get those jelly cravings for jelly beans and candy. So, and that Siege Audi album, if I'm not wrong, I think it was in the viral section of Alternative Tentacles. And plus, since when does tentacles mean good? The octopus is what plays in your mind with its 8 legs. It's an animal. Why would... The only animal that's associated with good is the cat. The goose. Dogs and horses were mostly evil, but now they have a good dog. They have black horses too. I guess the octopus, that reminds me of a lobotomy, an octopus. And it lives in water where they hang out. I don't understand why tentacles look good. Because tentacles actually grab and hold you. They imprison you. They take a hold of you. And there's 8 of them alternating to hold you. So I don't think tentacles, but and then he's showing people that they're busting the bomb and they're busting, I don't know what else is in his hand, but that's actually what's happening. There's no more bombing anymore. There's no more soldiers at the front. They killed that soldier in the movie. When you see somebody dead in the movie, look how he's dressed. They're telling you that that type of person disappeared. Like the flower power, and the tie-dye person, and the old dealer, hippie dealer that would take care of his crew and not sell anything addictive. He's gone. He got busted. He met Ronald McDonald and Chucky and all them, so he's gone. Now the soldier at the front like that, they killed him in the movie too, and they got rid of the bombs because since the Second World War, they've been underground doing war and fucking for war. But they still have to do some in the Gulf. But what's going to happen is going to be urban conflict and less. There won't be any more front. Anyways, it's tanks that take care of that, the first rate all the time. And, yeah, I'm not. I think he's just showing what the government decided to do. It's not the anarchists that are busting the bomb. It's they just decided to quit bombing the fuck out of people and infiltrate and like a white blood cell and globe and phagocytosis. Phagocytose as how a white blood cell crawls around a virus and dissolves it, digests it, and throws it away. That's what fascism and Nazis were doing to us, the good people. And they made it. The Eddie last time he came out, the Iron Maiden's Eddie was holding the French and the British flag. That means that those two countries are fucking right wing extreme, and they have Le Pen running around with a flag, just attracting as much attention as you want. That's her role, is to attract all the shit, while Sarkozy or whatever his name is doing all the bullshit, the extreme right stuff and swindling the population. So I don't say that Jello is a Nazi because he's hiding his game really fucking good, even marrying somebody of another race. But when you look at pictures, he doesn't look quite honest. He looks like he's hiding his smile. He looks like he's smiling underneath that face he does. He's happy about something that he doesn't want to show. Just look at those pictures and yeah. So I didn't want to make this too long. So thank you a lot. Thanks a lot, Jello. So this is your kiss, Jello kiss. So I hope life gives you what you deserve for killing innocent hippies in your songs and creating viral songs that'll get good people sick in order for you to put your Third Reich up. So I'm aiming actually pretty high, ain't I? Well, fucking throw me at the wolves, I'll come back with the fucking pack like I just did in July and fucking shove the world upside down and confronted the demon itself. It all turned black. And I said, fuck you. Just entering hell and saying hi. And saying fuck you. Fuck you, Jello. Fuck you, Jello. Fuck Jello.